I'm not really sure how it happened. I honestly can't remember how we began to develop a relationship with the Pregnancy Service Center in Salina. How many of you have heard of the Pregnancy Service Center before? Raise your hand, please. Okay, you remember the baby bottles. You might remember that just recently we collected the baby bottles with money in it. That's the connection. The Pregnancy Service Center is a crisis pregnancy center in Salina, and they've been open for a number of years. Today we have with us the director of the Pregnancy Service Center, Tina Price. She's been on staff there at the center for about 4 years now. In the last couple of years, she has actually served as the director of the Pregnancy Service Center. And so we're so grateful to have her here with us today. She's going to share a little bit about how her story personally intersects with the ministry that she's about, and how all of that intersects with our lives and where we live. And so I'm just so grateful and pleased to introduce to you Tina Price. Thank you, Tina. Would you please come and share with us?
Well, good morning. It is a delight to be here. I am Tina Price, and my husband is Tom. He's here with me. We reside in Abilene, and so it was fun to get up this morning bright and early and to travel the road to here. We had coffee in the car and scrambled eggs too. Anyway, I am comforted today in knowing that we are here with a message that God's laid on my heart to be shared with friends. So thank you, Pastor Jeff and Pastor Daryl, for inviting us. I have the privilege of being the director at the Pregnancy Service Center. I went there in 2009 just to be a volunteer. Little did I know what God had in store. Never dreamed that I would stand before you as the director, but yet God knows all things. So I want to share just a little bit of the history of the Pregnancy Service Center with you. In 1997, one woman saw a need for to help in the community, those who were facing an unplanned pregnancy. And so she gathered together 3 friends, and they began to pray and to ask God what they could do to meet that need. And in 2001, they opened the doors of the Pregnancy Service Center. That year, they opened the doors. They had a telephone line, a shoebox, I guess they use that for filing, and a $100 bill. And God brought to them 13 clients that they were able to help through their unplanned pregnancy. Pregnancy Service Center is a nonprofit 501c3 organization, so we don't take any government funding. We are fully funded by individuals in the community. The Baby Bottle fundraising campaign that Pastor Daryl spoke about, and I know many of you participated in, and let me take this time to say thank you for that. And we also have our Walk for Life fundraiser, and we have a spring banquet. Now, on the Baby Bottle campaign, I want to share just a little funny with you. My husband, oftentimes, when I go to him and I say, honey, where did all the money go in the checkbook? And he will say to me, you know, a little bit here, a little bit there, it all adds up. And so you may have thought you were just putting a few coins in a bottle and bringing them to us. But so far this year, we have raised almost $17,000 in coins. So a little bit here, a little bit there, it does indeed add up. We serve clients in Salina and 16 cities surrounding Salina, so it's a pretty wide range, including Lindsborg. Is it Lindsborg or Lindsborg? Borg. Okay. My husband and I are from Ohio, so we're not native Kansans. I'll just justify myself there. Anyway, the average age of clients that we serve is 15 to 24 years old, more typically the 18, 19-year-old range. Last year, we served 609 men and women. Yes, I said men. You know, it takes 2 to make that baby. And so we had the privilege of serving 167 men that came through the doors saying that their dad had never been there for them, but they wanted to be there for their child. And so we do have a fatherhood program, and we have a man on staff. Todd Just is our program director, and he oversees that fatherhood program as well as some of our other programming that I'll speak about here. We offer pregnancy test, limited diagnostic ultrasound, where we're able to show moms and dads life for the first time. At 6 weeks of age gestation, we can detect the baby on the ultrasound screen, and we can find the most marvelous, bright little light that is flickering in the rhythm of a heartbeat. at just 6 weeks of age. And that little light, the heart of the baby at 6 weeks is only the size of a poppy seed. Isn't that amazing? So it's a blessing to have that machine and be able to show men and women life. We offer options counseling. We talk about adoption, and we're not licensed to facilitate adoption. However, we do have a referral list for adoption. We are, like I said, a pro-life organization. We don't refer, we don't perform abortions, but we do offer abortion education because we feel like if a woman has a right to choose, she has a right to be fully informed. So we just offer factual information about the types of abortions, the possible consequences, the risks involved, including the spiritual side of it and the emotional side. We offer weekly educational classes for those who are choosing to parent their child. And in those classes, parents are learning such skills as prenatal care, childbirth, parenting skills. They're learning goal setting, budgeting. Oh, budgeting, I sometimes want to sign up for the class myself. They're learning relationship skills, how to have healthy relationships and interact with one another. We also offer a proactive service through our I Decide Sexual Health program. 1,114 students last year heard the message of abstinence, of sexual purity. And we do that through two avenues. One is every other year we offer a retreat called Living Pants Up in a Pants Down World, which we'll offer in February 2014, so be listening for the advertisements. We do it right at Webster Conference Center. And then we also have a program where we go into the middle schools and we teach a 3-week course to students about making healthy lifestyle choices. We are making terrific, right now we go into southeast of Saline and El Saline, and we're making terrific inroads into Smoky Valley School District, into Salina School District, and Bennington, Tesket, Abilene, Solomon. So we've got a lot of work ahead of us, but God is bigger than all that work. We're excited about that. So, you know, we talk about sanctity of human life, and that's a little bit of what we're going to talk about today. But while we were preparing this year for Sanctity of Human Life recognition, we began to recognize that there is a silent mission field among us. And I want to share a video with you now that talks a little bit more about that.